Hey guys, wanted to talk a little bit about some of the lessons that we learned in 2024 and what we're going to be taking into 2025. I think for me, it was my words, the things that I give power to by talking about, either good or bad. No, you can't bite it. 2024 was a crazy year. It started out really strong and then it got really crazy. I quit my job. I turned down a whole corporate life to start my own business. And it's been a wild ride. I've learned many things. And I wanted to share a couple with you that you can hopefully take with you into the new year. One of which is the power of our words. The things that we say, we speak to ourselves, when we speak to others, about ourselves, about others. Our subconscious is listening. Our subconscious is taking notes. And whatever emotions we feel and give to those words, it's being recorded. And our body, both physically and mentally, is holding that burden. And it can show itself in the way of stress and headaches, and even worse later on if carried, disease. And I think it's important that we evaluate the power of our words. The Bible says that there's power of life and death is in the tongue. One of my favorite Napoleon Hill quotes is, if you must slander someone, don't speak it. Write it out. Write it in the sand by the water's edge. And I love that, because to me that means if you have to get it out there, don't even give it power with your words and your thoughts. Write it out, get it out, but do it in a way that you're not holding on to it. Let the water wash it away. Let go of it. And you might think to yourself, well, you don't understand. There's been someone in my life that has wronged me in a way that is unforgivable, and I can't let it go. I'll never forgive them. I don't want to talk to them. And that might be that you were wronged, and it might be that you can't talk to them, and you can't have communication with them. But letting it go, forgiving them, wishing them well, unclasping the white knuckle, right, grip that you have on it, that you subconsciously are carrying inside of you, is the healthiest thing that you could do for your healing. It doesn't mean that you have to maintain a relationship with that person, but I think that you have to acknowledge it, face it, look what it taught you, no matter the circumstance, and let it go, let it out, and don't give it power to hold you down and to cause you to be in a lower level of vibration that's in a place where you're not grounded, you're not able to be yourself. And, for me, sometimes I think, because I think we all have a person in our life that is that person, someone that is that person. We say, oh, well, we couldn't forgive them. They've just done too much. They hurt me too deeply, that you don't understand. But I think God gives us that person in our life to really test us. And if we're able to forgive them or let that go and not carry it, I think that it allows us to free up our true calling, our true vibration, our highest vibration, and we're able to do the things that we're called to do uninhibited, and we're not holding on to something that's causing us to just be depressed and be down and not be where we could be. So in 2025, I highly encourage you to let go of everything and don't blame anyone, because everyone has their thing, their sin, their flaw, their problem, the same way that you have it, maybe not to the same level, but in the end, it's all the same thing. And we're all reflections of each other, and we're all supposed to be one. And all of this drama, all of this divisiveness, all of this hurt and burden and sin just keeps us all distracted from the beauty that's all around us, from the love that's all around us, and what we could reach, and the life that we could live and have together if we only put down these petty things and opened up our hearts to forgiveness and understanding. It doesn't mean that you're making an excuse for someone. It doesn't mean that you just tolerate any behavior, but you have got to heal yourself from the inside. You have got to let those things go. You have got to find your inner child that was wounded and hurt and take them by the hand and be their champion now, be their guard through life, and live out your life maybe through your children, through the service that you could give. Maybe you didn't get it, but by giving it out to your kids, your grandkids, your friends, your family, giving it out in the way that you should have maybe received it is healing for you, because you get to, you know what it would have meant to you to get that kind of love from your father, from your mother, from whoever it is, because you're able to give it out and see their expression and see the blessing that you could be. It will bless you and it will heal you, and you'll just understand, man, you'll feel bad for the person that they did not and were not able to see it and give that blessing and receive the blessing of being a blessing. So be salt and light. Let go of the drama, let go of the hurt, give it up, surrender it, write it in the sand by the shore's edge, let it wash away from your life, and go into 2025 motivated, ready to accomplish your goals, and watch the vibration you get from moving forward in love. Whatever it was, I'm letting it go and I'm moving forward in love. Even bearing the weight of being wronged and yet feeling you're not justified, that feeling of justice and revenge and hate, it's not worth it. It just eats you alive, and it causes you to react in a negative way towards the people that you love, that you're going to experience the normal challenges of life, right? The stubbed toes, the kids that are crazy past their bedtime. You're going to have the bad days at work. You're going to have the normal triggers, stuck in traffic, whatever it is. You're going to have those anyway. And so to carry around this and let it stress you out, let it raise your cortisol, let it make you unhealthy, and take it out on those around you, especially during the holidays when we're all going inward, we're all, the weight of lost relationships or loved ones is so heavy. It's very tough. And, even if you think you're strong, I was like, man, behavioral science is one of my hobbies. I'm going in strong this year, but I lost my father in 2021, and it's just not healed, man. It's still so heavy this time of year, and we're all carrying these things. And remember that everyone is carrying around more than you think they are. They're typically hurting more than you think that they might be. If we just knew how much everyone was hurting and how much they were carrying, we'd be a little bit kinder. And we know whenever we're stressed out or hurting and someone does something very kind for us, it's amazing. And it lifts you up out of that pit. Try to do that every day a little bit for someone. And if you put it out, you will attract it to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will stay tuned, and I'm hopefully going to be doing more podcasts with interesting guests here in my Tesla, riding around on autopilot, or with Gideon. So definitely stay tuned for more. Please subscribe to the channel, and I wish you and your family a wonderful holiday, Christmas, Happy New Year, 2025. Let's crush it. Get a boy, he's my get it boy.